But do you have a real job?
All right, everybody, welcome back to the podcast. We are here on But Do You Have a Real Job with a musician from Austin, Texas that is in a part of a band called Lady Starbeast. And we have Mr. Starbeast here, Mark. What's going on,
hey,
man?
How's it going, everyone? Great to be here. It's going great.
Hell yeah. What's been going on, man? You watched that election last night?
Oh, yeah. Okay, actually, it's not going so great. I was actually depressed after that.
Yeah, it's like, are you doing good? I don't think you remember what happened last night.
I was doing temporarily good. Now that I'm thinking about it, I'm actually miserable again.
Yeah, I think I'm about to call my therapist.
Yeah, actually, yeah, that was pretty. I was pretty upset by that whole spectacle last night. Though that was pretty.
Yeah, that's what we got right there. That's what we are. That's what represents us.
You're telling me Mango Mussolini wouldn't renounce white supremacy?
Yeah, it's crazy. The whole thing. Yeah, he's denounced it a couple different times on different occasions. He didn't denounce it last night, which is, you got the whole world watching.
Yeah.
And all you have to do is say, I denounce white supremacy right then and there.
Yeah, it was weird. He could have said anything, and he literally just.
He could have said it, but yeah.
He said, "Stand back, stand by" to his cronies.
Yeah. You got him, and then you got Dementia Joe over there, 80 years old. I'm like, come on, man. He's been fighting these terrible laws for so long, and then he's like, I swear I'm gonna fix what I did wrong. So, man, so who are you gonna vote for? You got dumbass 1 or dumbass 2? Like, what the hell,
I was
man?
like, you're telling me there's all these badass people in this country, and those are the 2 best candidates.
That's the problem. They aren't the best candidates, and we all know it. But
it's terrible.
Yeah, that's the world we live in. So COVID is fucking been running rampant. They didn't really. I mean, it's hard to get facts out of any of these people with COVID, but COVID's really fucked up the music industry hardcore. I mean, people can't tour, people can't do anything.
Absolutely, yeah. It's been terrible. We were Lady Starbeast was actually things were picking up, and we had a whole big West Coast tour, scheduled, and it just got derailed. It was supposed to be in May, and it just didn't happen.
Oh, so. Yeah, May. That's not a good time to have a tour. No, that's terrible. So what did you do?
Yeah, it was we just we definitely were off course for a while. We're still trying to figure out ways to just stay relevant and just trying to stay online, really. But we're not personally, I don't know, streaming to me or performing, it seems kind of weird to me, just staring at a camera and just playing for some reason.
So I understand that. I'm trying to do some more of that. Yeah, like live streaming performing, mostly because we can't perform anywhere. And there are people, I don't know about, down in Austin, but up here, people are playing shows, not regularly, but they're playing shows at places, and there's not that many people going. And I'm like, if I play a show here, nobody's going to show up, I would have maybe 30, 40, max 50 people show up to see me. With COVID, nobody will show up. There's nowhere to play a show. And the only place that people are at is, wherever my phone's at, all right here on their phone all day. They're just like, yo, what's going on here? What's going on here? So
exactly.
I'm like, maybe, I don't know if I want to record a live show because I want to rent out a venue, and then actually perform at the venue, except with nobody there. I'll invite a few friends to be socially distanced in the crowd, a couple of people, but there'll be no crowd. And then I'll have cameras. I don't know if, that's the thing. I don't know if I want to do it live or if I record it and then edit it and turn it into a video.
Yeah.
But, because you know more about it than I do. Live streaming audio and video is not easy.
Actually, I would prefer personally is pre-recording it, because then you have more control over the final outcome rather than just starting to play and you don't know if something's going wrong.
Right, exactly.
So that would suck.
But do you think more people are going to be streaming online in the next year?
Oh yeah, there's definitely a huge increase already. Everybody I know, I've seen people Facebook, they're very much still trying to make playing shows a thing. It's guys, come on, take a step back. It's not safe just yet, to me. I don't really understand why people are still trying to book shows.
Right. Yeah. It doesn't make really sense to me in like any way, because they're not doing any good by going out and playing a show right now.
Yeah, I'm like, I miss performing as much as the next guy, but come on, man. Like
even if you take COVID out of the equation, nobody's showing up. I mean, COVID meaning like even if people weren't going to get COVID, if they show up, it's like they're still not going to show up. Like,
oh yeah, definitely.
They're so scared of it. They're like, I'm not going to go out into the middle of a fucking public. I invited this chick the other day. I had tickets to a concert that I was supposed to go to until I figured out it was like 30 miles away. I was like, I don't even barely want to go to a concert in town, let alone 30 miles away. But I invited this chick. I was like, hey, yo, I'm going to go to the concert. I got this ticket, but the guy I was supposed to go with bailed. You trying to go? And she was like, yeah, I'm avoiding large gatherings for, the foreseeable future. And that's everybody. That's everybody. Nobody wants to go to a show right now.
Yeah, it's messed up, man. And I understand, it's very it's probably one of the strangest times we've actually ever been living through, honestly. Like,
it really is, because we don't even know what the truth is.
Exactly. We don't know what the hell is going on.
Jaw jacking on both sides. And we're like, we can't listen to any of you. We don't know who's telling us the truth.
Yeah, we don't know.
Scared because you're like, fuck, I see the numbers and I don't know what to think.
Exactly. We don't know. And yeah, it's just so it's pretty unknown, I guess. That's why the uncertainty to me was like, like we don't really know what we're living in right now. So like, I don't think playing shows is going to help that.
Right. Yeah, dude. We're living in the most trying times of our generation, probably.
Oh, yeah.
Like 9/11 doesn't even have a pimple on this ass of a problem we have right now. It doesn't even set foot on it.
Yeah, man, it sucks.
We didn't shut down the economy for 9/11. Nothing shut down for 9/11.
No way.
I mean, we're about to shut down the world for this election. This is about to be out of control. But
man, yeah, I don't even know what to think anymore.
I'm trying to play music and do all this stuff, but like nobody cares about it right now.
Yeah, I totally feel that. It's like it's pretty weird. There's also on top of that, there's a race war or whatever you want to call it going on. So there are all kinds of like crazy things that are happening right now, which is insane. On top of the pandemic, it's like all the racial stuff that's going on. It's even crazier because stuff is still happening every day. And like with all the cops and everything, to me the craziest part was that they knew they were like under a microscope, but yet they're still actively beating the shit out of people. And like,
I don't get it. Like you guys know we can see you. Like we know what's happening here. You guys have been under fire for since before Obama, really. Like,
yeah,
when that Ferguson stuff started happening, it was like a total shift in perspective of how the cops are viewed in the public eye. And ever since, they just keep doing it and keep doing it. George Floyd happens, Breonna Taylor happens, and it's like not even going into the details. With all that being known in the public eye, and people are like, "Fuck the police! You guys are all pigs." ACAB, and they're like, "Yo, we should kill more people. I think that would help." Like, what?
Makes no sense to me.
Yeah, we should beat up more people, even though there's people filming everywhere because people are filming the cops now. We have cell phones, guys.
I know, man. It's so fucking strange to me. I'm just like, what the hell is going on in this country,
But then you got, people that are like, it's almost a trend now to be a part of these certain things. I saw somebody that had, I don't know what the whole thing was. I can't honestly remember. I just remember something where somebody wrote Breonna Taylor's name on their ass and said like a model of some sort, and like had her name on her ass and was like, "Now that you're paying attention, blah blah blah." I'm like, that is so cringy, dude. It's like, this is a serious topic we're talking about, and you're literally writing her name on your ass cheek.
Yeah,
that's ridiculous.
Damn. That's crazy. And I didn't see that, but
that's what all these people are doing. Like, just people that want to jump on this. Oh, look at me, give me likes because of this. Instead of like actually being a part of a movement, they're just like, "Yo, look at me, like me."
Yeah, it's so crazy. So yeah, it's been interesting seeing people completely misusing those hashtags, and
that's what
it's become extremely performative is the thing. It's so performative.
I saw something last night on TikTok. It was oh my god, it was so cringe, dude. I was almost crying of cringe. And it was the people. It was like teenagers, right? Like I don't know how old they are because all teenagers look 12 to me now, but they all looked like teenagers, and they were doing some sort of thing where they were acting like people in the Holocaust, like acting like Jewish people, and like their faces were all muddied up and dead, like filtered out and stuff, or they had makeup on. Literally, they did a whole character for this thing, and they were like, "My name was Diane. I was 19 when the Jews or the Nazis came in and captured me and killed me or whatever."
What?
And they were doing it on TikTok over mainstream music. And it's just like, guys, this is not the right way to go about this.
What the hell?
It's all a trend.
It's pretty so cringy.
Everything's TikTok now and Facebook this and TikTok that and YouTube this and look at this and look at me.
Oh yeah, exactly. Everybody's like, look at me.
But they don't care about music right now, which is pretty disappointing.
Yeah, it's definitely weird. Like, seeing people just kind of like when I get on like Instagram or something, it's like either 50% is people posting like something about, I don't know, something about the race wars going on, and then it's either that or people just trying to basically continue business as usual, like there's nothing going on.
Right.
So.
And it's like, it's really annoying, honestly. And it's
like
people are like, "Oh, that's your privilege speaking," and I can't stand those arguments. I'm like, listen, I don't care if I have privilege or not. It's annoying. It's like, holy shit, it's annoying on both sides of it. I'm like, we're not actually trying to do anything. We're just like being dicks to each other and not really getting anything done here.
Yeah, we're not. We're just running in circles, basically.
Right. Instead of like moving on to the future, we're like stuck in the past. And I'm like, can we like fix it now and move on to the future here? I'm trying to play a show again and have a good time. I was like, just like you, planning out tours and planning out some shows. I was like, oh man, this is going to be a great year for shows. Little did I know.
Yeah, I picked the wrong year to get my shit together, man.
Yeah, you picked the wrong year, motherfucker.
Crazy. So, yeah, it's definitely been the weirdest times. It's been like ups and downs, all kinds of waves, like emotionally, mentally, just physically, like trying to just keep doing stuff. And you can go out, or out on walks and parks and stuff like that, but it's just really it's different to not have the human interaction, as usual.
Right, which is honestly fine with me. I just wish we weren't in such a weird view of things. It's just like a weird world right now.
Yeah.
And then people get mad at people for going out. They're like, why are you going out for? Which I don't go out anyway, so nobody's talking shit to me. And it's like, I'll wear a mask. I don't care. But it's like, that's also kind of bullshit too. Like, we can fly in a plane. I flew multiple times since this whole thing happened, and the planes were filled with people.
Oh, yeah?
I sat shoulder to shoulder with these people. We had masks on, all the social distancing thing, though, was like gone. We're sitting elbow to elbow with fucking things on, but you can't like go to a music venue with like 20 people. But that's the thing. Yeah. I don't think people would go anyway.
No, yeah, definitely not. I wouldn't go.
I'm not going. Yeah, I'm not going anywhere. Like, what the fuck? I would, maybe. Not really, though. I just don't care.
Yeah, definitely not. It's so weird right now.
And I went out to LA for a little bit to shoot some videos, and the whole place is just shut down.
It's like, and also the thing, like, you can also go out to restaurants, but I don't know. To me, that still seems kind of sketchy.
Yeah, right. I don't even like going to restaurants. I saw somewhere the other day, somebody was like, can we just open everything up so you can go eat inside? And I'm like, who the fuck wants to eat inside somewhere? I don't even want to eat inside before. I know, right? Inside now. I want to get it to go. Let's go home and eat this shit.
Exactly. I'm taking that out.
Right. Do you think masks are going to stick around for a while?
Oh, yeah, definitely. I would even keep wearing a mask like myself just to be on the safe side because, yeah, we just, like we were saying earlier, we just don't know anything about this at all. So
right.
How long is it going to be around for? Is this like a permanent thing, Like,
right.
We still don't have those answers.
Yeah, it's crazy. And I've always seen like the Japanese people, they would always wear masks year round, like for the most part, all the time. And you'd always see them. Even in America, you would see them like with masks walking down the street. Like, fucking psychos. What are you guys doing? Why you always got a mask on, you sick ass motherfuckers? Go home.
Like, what's going on?
Yeah, but like, it's weird that I would assume that their immune system, okay, I don't know if it's stronger per se, but I would say that they are less likely to be infected with a bunch of crazy shit than we are.
Yeah.
If they walk around with masks year round, like this isn't a COVID thing. This is like a we do this normally thing.
Which is why we're still not allowed to leave the U.S. You know, we're all kind of locked in here.
Mm-hmm. I know people in other countries that are flying from other countries to other countries. Not us.
Not us. I don't know if you're on Reddit.
We can go to some places, but you know they're all like, I don't really want to go there. You can go to Turkey.
People are like, stop coming to my hometown. Why are you coming
here? Right, I bet. I saw the Canadian border is closed, and they're like, we don't want you here. You guys are all fucked. I'm like, I'd be saying the same thing, honestly.
They're like, stay out, please.
Right, stay out. People are like, we're moving to Canada. I'm like, no, you're not. Yeah, you ain't going nowhere. You can't even afford to move down the street, you broke ass hoe.
Right. Yeah, I don't know what I'm talking about.
Right, people, I'm moving to Canada. Like, what?
Like, how are you going to do that?
Right. But I'm curious to see how the holiday season's going to go over with, you know, I don't know if merch is going to sell more. Like, oh, people are going to get their money for Christmas and parents are going to buy their Christmas gifts. Am I going to sell more merch or do people not want to buy merch? You know?
That's a damn good question, honestly. I guess it depends. I don't know. I feel like there was definitely another impact from this pandemic was a huge unemployment thing happening with like servers, bartenders, musicians, you know, just because we're so fucked up by this. So yeah, I don't know. I would hope that we'd be more on track by that point to be like able to buy like, you know, those kind of things that we wanted to, like
right,
merch or whatever the hell it is, you know.
What kind of merch do you see? Like, I mean, obviously anybody could fucking sell a shirt, right? A hoodie, leggings are even like a new thing, but kind of outdated at this point. Like people have had leggings around, socks and stuff. Like I've wanted to do cassette tapes for a while because it's vintage. Nice. Taylor Swift recently put it out and I slapped myself. I'm like, damn it, I should have already done that. But cassette tapes are a hot item. They're vintage. They're old now, even though we grew up with cassette tapes, but now they're vintage somehow within our lifetime. Because things move so quick now. It's like next thing you know, fucking flat screen TVs are going to be vintage tomorrow. It's like, what?
But I know, right?
Cassette tapes are coming. I've seen people, I don't know where the fuck it's at now. It's somewhere around here. But people have USB drives, you know, instead of CDs. And they'll have it like customly designed for their shit. One of these guys I watched, Cal Scrooby, one of his albums was called While You Were Asleep or something. And his whole, it's not like a gimmick, but like he talks about pills and stuff a lot. And like he got a pill thing and it looked like a pill. And you undid the pill and it was a USB and you would just plug it into your computer and it was a CD and shit. And
nice.
It's like, it's just cool shit like that. Like what else do you think people could do that would be dope merch other than like the basic ass, here's your t-shirt gimmick?
Yeah, it's a good question. We're just I guess you know, like the fans really like when you put like more just some kind of meaning into it, where it's more where they appreciate it more, whether it's something like handmade or you know, just like a note or something even. I don't know. But there was like a cool band we played with a few times called Nahaya from San Antonio, and they had some slick ass merch. Like they had actual like those pint glasses like with their name on them, koozies.
Yeah,
like,
mugs are a big thing now too. People love mugs.
Yeah, mugs are good. I've noticed all kinds of people stepping up their merch games like this with like that kind of stuff.
People got the merch game on lock. And it's like crazy to see like all the ideas that are coming out of these people. Like like even with all the crazy shit going on, people can still come up with dope ideas. And right now, I bet I just saw a picture from NF yesterday. He's writing new music. I'm like, I bet all these motherfuckers like MGK just dropped new stuff. Like they're all dropping new stuff. But I wonder how much of it is actually being missed out on because of this whole other thing that's going on.
Yeah, that's a damn good question.
Like, is it being missed out on, you know, or is it like What the fuck?
I don't know. It's I guess if you're like a name that big, you obviously will have some kind of pool or just like a automatic huge listening, big numbers and stuff like that. But I don't know. Like personally for me, definitely music has been a huge thing to help get me out of like some mindsets or when shit gets too negative or some shit, with all the stuff happening. But yeah, actually, I was on Apple Music for a while, and then I was kind of like just always trying to find like new stuff to listen to, but it wasn't kind of really doing it for me for some reason.
Yeah.
Then I heard about how like Spotify is better at predicting and like giving you better music that you might like to listen to. So I've actually been really impressed with like the artists that I've been finding and stuff like that. So yeah, I was trying to stay inspired. It was super hard. Like when all this stuff started happening, like it was super hard to stay creative and it's just terrible.
Right. Yeah, I feel you for sure. But Spotify is a great tool for artists and for consumers of music in general. It's a great tool. And I've found, like you're saying, like you'll be looking for new music just because like you're burned out. You're like, I need something new to listen to. And Apple Music isn't really there. They're not a music streaming platform as much as they are just like, part of iPhones. But
exactly,
Spotify's got their whole system so well done that almost everything they'll play recommended is like something I would listen to normally.
Yeah,
I'll notice myself. I used to drive a lot of Lyft, and I'll notice people were like, "Hey, who is this?" I'm like, I don't know. This is something I added to my playlist that Spotify recommended. I have no clue what it is. Which is kind of weird too, because now you listen to a lot of these people, you have no idea who they are. You just know, I know that song, but I don't know who that is. Isn't that a little bit weird? It's like, what the fuck?
Yeah, I've even been like getting into like some, I guess, like Middle Eastern artists, like some like crazy trap came on, crazy like trap song, like
right. I've heard Spanish rap come on, and I'm just like, I have Spanish rap on my playlist. Like, I'm like, what? How is this even a thing? But I'm loving it. I'm like, this is something I would jam. If I knew the language, I would love it even more, probably.
Yeah, it's badass.
But Spotify knows, and it's great for artists that are trying to get discovered. I mean, you know it, I know it. The more that you're on a playlist, like the bigger the playlist, the better, obviously.
Oh yeah.
But the more that you're popping in the algorithm, then Spotify's like, hey, you might like this other artist named, Lady Starbeast or Purple Hearts. And they're like, okay, who the fuck is this? And then we're going to be popping up in those algorithms where they're like, I don't know who that is, but I like that song.
Yeah, that's the goal.
Yeah.
Yeah, actually, I've been considering something I haven't done myself for some reason. I don't know why. Like, I haven't actually ever really uploaded my own stuff to like a streaming platform besides like SoundCloud or something. So I'm like, yeah, maybe I should be getting on that game, like producing as Mr. Starbeast, since I haven't really been doing that for incredibly long now.
Right, like a DJ, or just like not a DJ, but like a producer. Like you would just drop random beats or random like things you came up with.
Yeah, I used to kind of like make like instrumental beats, like I guess they kind of sounded almost like video gamey in a way, like just that style and the sounds within.
Right.
So yeah, I've been producing a little more now, just like my own stuff. So like maybe I should upload this to Spotify.
You should, and YouTube. I don't know how good you are at videos, but anybody that's remotely decent at videos can upload a video. I mean, I'm sure you see it, those little mixes people have just on the YouTube. People upload new shit every day, and I stream myself like instrumental mixes every day. Just like, fuck it, I don't want lyrics, I just want to mix and just vibe to. And then once you get across these channels that you're like, oh, I love this channel, then you're like stuck on it. There's no reason you shouldn't be doing it, for sure. Especially,
I'm definitely.
That shit's quality. You did that "F You I Love You" remix. Shit was quality. Oh yeah. And if you're and you showed me some other shit that you were doing that wasn't that, and I'm like, dude, I would jam this on YouTube for sure.
Yeah, definitely want to get on that game now. It's been probably my next goal.
Right.
For the upcoming months, now that we're kind of getting more back on track as far as the current state of the world. Actually, we'll see what happens in November, but
we'll see what happens sometime in November maybe, and go from there. But which is a little nerve-wracking because I've got multiple releases planned, like in between now and then. And not really in between now and November, but more so in between now and February. And I'm like, I don't want this election to fuck up my release.
Yeah, I think there probably will be another Great Depression after the elections, no matter who wins.
Well, as long as I can release my videos that I've already paid for, then I'll be okay.
Oh man.
What are you gonna do if it goes down? You got a plan?
Oh, I don't know, honestly. Ideally, just go to like Canada or Mexico or something.
You can't go there.
Like, I guess we're out of options, so
Yeah, you can't leave. That's not a plan.
that's not a plan at all, which sucks.
I mean, you could jump the border, but then you'd be kind of,
Be a fugitive on the run.
yeah, you'd be on the run from the States and the Mexicans.
Yeah, no, I don't know. I guess we'll have to just play it by ear, like we have been with everything else that's been happening.
Yeah, maybe I'm just really optimistic. I just like don't see things really getting crazy. I mean, I see that this election could make some people really angry, but
Very angry.
I really don't think that it's gonna go to the blows in the streets, like where there's literally white people on this side and black people on this side. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I don't think it's gonna come to that. I don't think it's gonna be that kind of war. I think it'll just kind of, I don't know. I don't know what's gonna happen.
Well, that's the thing. Yeah, also the media loves blowing all that kind of stuff out of proportion.
Right. So that's the problem. I'm thinking, well, Donald Trump, he's probably gonna win this year. Like Joe Biden literally does not have any support. He only has support from people who hate Trump. People who don't necessarily hate Trump but don't like Biden are not going to be voting Biden. And it's like I'm sitting here thinking, what's going to happen if he actually wins? You know what I'm saying? Like, what is going to happen?
Yeah.
Like, I know what'll happen if Biden wins. Nothing. Like, you got some crazy right-wing groups that might go crazy, but there's not even that many of them. So it's like, what are you guys going to do?
Oh yeah.
So it's like, but if the opposite happens, where Trump wins, and the entire world's already this pissed, and they're now going to have to accept the fact that he's going to have to be in there for 4 more years.
Oh man, it's gonna be hope that doesn't.
Yeah, I'm trying to release my biggest shit. Okay, I don't have time for this.
Be like, come on, get the world. How about we just don't have a president? And
let's just not kill each other and shit. Yeah.
Man, yeah. So weird these times.
Yeah, it's just weird because it's everything that the conversations are drawn to at this point. It's like the election, the fucking COVID pandemic. It's like, damn it.
Oh yeah,
that's all there is.
Fucking crazy shit, man.
Have you been working on new shit?
Yeah. Yeah, we do have a bunch of Lady Starbeast stuff that we haven't been working on for a bit, but yeah, we're gonna try to get this EP knocked out so we can it would be the first time we actually physically print something, so we want to have a disc or something. How you're saying about the merch, something cool way to add value to it.
Right.
So yeah, we have an EP coming up. Yeah, and then
how many songs are gonna be on that?
Let's see. Right now, I would say 4 or 5, depending on the final song, if we do decide to add it. But we're kind of messing around with this like side EP for a bit, but I don't know if we'll. That would be kind of more like a B-side type deal.
Okay.
So yeah, I definitely. But there's like one song from that I really liked. It's kind of like creepy sounding and real dark. So I was like, maybe that song should be on the EP. So 5 songs, maybe, ideally.
Right. I know what you mean. So it's going to be dark. Any ideas? Like any way to describe what it means to be dark?
Yeah, I can show you a little clip of it, actually.
There we go.
Let's see. Yeah, I'll unplug the headphone for a sec.
Yeah.
Yeah, so this is just a little example of it. Obviously, it would be vocals over this part.
Right. I can dig it.
So a little chill right here, and then it gets all crazy with like the beat.
Oh man. Oh, that sounds sick. Man, if you need anybody to hop on one of those verses, I got you.
Yeah, so it's that was kind of like supposed to be on the B side, but I kind of really like it, so I was like, oh, we'll see.
Right. I could dig it.
Nice. But yeah, so kind of do that. I was messing around with like a remix, but yeah, really just trying to stay busy and yeah.
Right shit. Yeah, I feel that. You gonna put out any videos? Are you working on any videos?
I do want to. That's another thing we have been trying to do is like step up our video game. Just not our video game, but you know, editing videos and stuff like that. Just because, yeah, there's a lot of cool stuff you could do, but I don't know why. Just haven't really delved too much into that world.
Dude, yeah, me neither. I recently flew to LA, you know, for those video shoots, and like these kids are 19. There was like a 17-year-old, maybe 18-year-old there, maybe a 19-year-old, but the main guy was 19. And I'm like, he's out here cranking these dope ass videos out at 19 years old, and I'm like 31. Sick. I'm 31, and I couldn't even come close to that if I tried. And it's crazy what world we're living in, where these kids now are the generation where they're putting out the best shit. And I have this guy that I found where he's going to start editing some of my videos, and his edits are just out of control. And he's like, yeah, you don't need to do anything. Just like film it. You know, we're going to film it and then structure it out. And then he's going to do all the rest. And then it looks absolutely crazy. And I'm like, holy fuck. It's just crazy the world we're living in. And you can do it like on your computer. Just these random kids can just edit the shit on their computer.
Yeah, no, man, these kids these days are really stepping up their production value.
Yeah, for real. Like when I'm flying to LA to work with a 19-year-old video guy, something's wrong. Or something's right. I think maybe more of it's right. Like,
yeah,
we're moving in the right direction here.
Actually, it's funny because I recently myself joined TikTok because I was like, maybe I'll put some producing stuff on there, just like clips of that.
Right.
But yeah, I've been like pretty impressed with some of the like little videos I've seen. Like, damn, these people are creative as hell.
Yeah, I'm unimpressed. I'm the opposite. I used to think, no. Oh, this is fine, yeah, but I'm like, I'm just too old. I mean, you're my age, but it's like, I just feel like I'm that guy at this point. Like, yeah, it's just not my thing. Yeah, I'm too old.
Yeah, maybe I'll feel like that in a few months. I'll be tired of it.
Right. I tried it for a little bit, you know, posting my things, and I'm like, man, it's not my thing. But I see it's like if I had that at 18, 15, 16, 14, whatever, I would probably be all over that shit, loving every second of it.
If I had an iPhone when I was that age, I'd be losing my shit.
Do you think musicians need to be on that fucking wave, or like to make it? Like, do you think that helps? I mean, I guess it can't hurt.
I don't know. One of the things that really sucks now about Facebook and Instagram is that the fact that when you post something, they don't even show it to your followers. Like, your followers follow you to see your stuff, and Facebook won't even show it to them unless you pay them. So they're like, give us your money, and then your followers will see your posts.
Yeah.
Which completely defeats the purpose of what it was, you know, before all the algorithms took whatever the hell they're doing now.
Right. Yeah, whatever they're doing, because nobody fucking knows.
Like, yeah, I was trying to find ways to stay creative, like on Instagram, like posting like drum videos and stuff, but it's weird. Like, nobody, you know, I posted it. There was like very small organic reach. So I was like, you know what, I'll put $5 in this post. I boosted, and all of a sudden it has like 2,000 views.
Right. Like,
it's like, damn, you guys.
The craziest thing is like, it's so hard to get those people to come back. Like, they'll never see your shit again. They'll look at it like, we don't care. And it's like kind of crazy. Like, because there's so many people doing, you know, the same thing we're doing, and better than we're doing it, and they look better doing it. And it's like, there's so much people out there doing the same shit, and I think people are just kind of sick of the same shit, you know?
Yeah.
That's why you got
Definitely.
Travis Scott. Like, he stands out amongst the crowd because he's different. Travis Scott is not like fucking, Purple Hearts. You put those two up against each other, and it's like, okay, I see which one's better here. I don't need to know anything about either one of you, but I know which one's better. It's like, yeah, that makes sense. But when you look at me, it's like, it looks pretty basic. You go to my Instagram, it's like, boring. You go to Travis Scott's Instagram, it's like, oh my God. Now, I guess it's not really a fair comparison because he's a millionaire and they got, labels and all that shit. But I'm really like looking at these other people's thing. Like, I don't know what I'm not necessarily not missing, but like, not necessarily not missing. I don't know what I'm not missing necessarily.
Yeah.
It's like, there's a reason why some Instagram accounts keep that retention rate all day and some just don't do it. And I look at my page and I'm like, would I really be that excited to like look at my page every day if I was somebody else on the other end of that? Like, not really.
Yeah. So weird. Yeah. It's like all the huge Instagrams, they obviously, are even like managed by social media companies, which is crazy to think. Like, this is so weird. Yeah, it's like these times, like somebody you see isn't even like posting their shit or in charge of it. Somebody else is like helping them curate it.
Yeah, because that's what it needs to be. It's crazy. Well, not like literally, it doesn't need to be that way. That just, if you want to beat the algorithms and get that attention, then you need it to be a certain way. And
exactly,
it sucks because when you're our level, or even just starting up, or even bigger than we are, it's so hard to just keep the traction. Because people are so quick to just say, fuck him. I'm moving on. And not even say fuck him. They're so lost out of your mind, or like they've already lost train of thought on what you're doing. They don't even say fuck that guy because you're not even on their mind anymore. They just moved on.
Yeah. So weird. Yeah, the attention span is incredibly down.
Right. It's so down, and everything is focused on these other things. I'm like, please be focused on my music. I'm trying to drop a music video over here. But the sad thing is, if I put some crazy shit in there, like Black Lives Matter or Breonna Taylor or anything that's like mainstream on that side to like poke out to those people, like, yo, look at my video because I'm talking about this, it would immediately get views. Guaranteed.
Yeah.
I'm not doing that. I'm never going to do that. But it's really, it's maddening.
Yeah,
and
you don't want to end up on the cringe website.
to see people doing it, just I'm like, oh God damn, that's infuriating. Yeah, I'm not gonna end up on that cringe website, no.
Oh man.
But we are moving in a direction. I will say that. We are moving in a direction. I don't know which way it is. But the good thing about Donald Trump, I'll say, and I think you would probably agree, maybe not, but the good thing about Donald Trump is if Hillary would have won that election, everything that would have been talked about and is still being talked about probably would have just got swept under the rug again. Because they're like, fuck Donald Trump, he's racist, we don't have to deal with him. Hillary won. First woman president. It would have been a celebration. They'd have been like, we won, yay, women.
Yeah.
And they would have not talked about the kids in the cages. They would have not talked about the fucking anything. Jeffrey Epstein probably wouldn't have gotten arrested. I mean, like all that crazy shit that went down because of like Harvey Weinstein down, he's in prison. Like so many people that wouldn't have got called out and canceled in front of the world. It's crazy. Like he has single-handedly brought the system to its core. Like literally him. He has done that. If Hillary would have won, it would have been like, well, we don't really care about racial justice anymore. We don't really care about these things because Hillary won.
Oh man,
Trump won. It's like we have to talk about everything all the time. It's crazy.
For sure, man. Yeah, that's a good point.
So that's the only thing I'm like, that's a positive thing about Trump, in my opinion, is like he's brought the system down. It's serious. Like he may have inadvertently done it, but he did do it.
That's crazy.
I'm not one of those QAnon idiots. Donald Trump is ending sex trafficking and he's busting Ellen and like
no way.
Y'all are crazy. The earth is flat.
I don't know about that stuff. In your dreams.
Yeah, I heard the earth is flat, I mean, that's what mind wave I'm on now. Ellen's a sex trafficker and Donald Trump's busting her. I'm like, it's like, okay, guys, you guys got a little bit too far.
Taking it way too far with that.
Right. But that's the world.
The old Pizzagate.
Right. Yeah, Pizzagate's a weird one. That's like a very weird one. I'm not going to get into it on here, but that is a weird one. It's an interesting
That's
one.
a headache of a conversation.
Right. It's all a headache, but this is the world we live in. The second debates are coming up too in like 2 weeks.
Oh, it's going to be another shit show.
Yeah, I can't wait for that. I'll be sure to wear my clown makeup for that one. And my fucking nose and everything. It's going to be a great time.
Might as well, because we are a joke.
Yeah, that's for sure. It's a world we live in. So what do you think's next? What's coming next? We're going to vote and we're going to have an election. But just in general, what the fuck do you think is going to happen in the next year in general?
Man, I just hope, I hope everything gets back on track as far as just some kind of certainty about, I miss I miss hanging out with friends and socializing and stuff. So it's like,
right.
Hopefully we'll have some kind of a better answer. Like, I feel like we still don't know anything about a vaccine or anything. So yeah,
nope. The crazy thing about that is, people don't want to take that vaccine.
Which like, what is that vaccine?
Right, I don't want to take it anyway. It's just like, whatever. But people are scared that Trump has tainted it essentially. They're like, we ain't taking no Trump vaccine. So it's like, even if there is a vaccine, are people going to take it?
Yeah, it's be kind of like the first batches. Like you're like,
yeah. I think everybody should be a little bit leery on the first batch, no matter what. Like, I ain't getting that shit done. How about we do it to the government first, and then we'll do it to everybody else next? But that's not how it's done.
Yeah, so weird. But yeah, I don't know. I'm generally an optimistic person, so I'm
trying to be. Yeah.
Hopefully, this next year will just be better than this last year.
Yeah, I mean, that's not really saying much. This year hasn't been that, like, when you're setting the bar way down here.
Anything, I'll take anything next year, just anything better than this shit show.
Yeah, I think the good thing about the election is it will settle a lot of things. It will say, okay, this is, like, if Trump wins, it's like, okay, we guaranteed have to deal with this for 4 more years. Now there's no, like, we're going to have somebody vote for somebody. It's like, nah, he'll be president for 4 more years, and then guaranteed he's out. No more. He can't win again. He's fucking out of here, and he'll probably die soon after that if he even makes it that long. But it's like, how much longer can we go? Just like fighting each other before we're just like, guys, can we just stop and chill out and smoke some weed together?
Yeah, right. Please.
Right. Everybody needs a little bit of weed.
That would make the country a better place.
That's one thing I don't know why Trump doesn't do, just say, fuck it, legalize it. There's a couple things he could do that would immediately take his presidency from down here to up here immediately, just by doing a couple of things, like that being one of them. That would speak to the entire, it's like, we don't have to vote for anybody to legalize it. We just did it. So
fuck, I wish.
But yeah, we're not that fucking lucky.
Not in Texas. Nope.
Oh, not in Texas either. Yeah, you're down there. Have you guys been shut the fuck down there, or is it pretty much opened up?
It's I guess you can only be open if you like serve food and you're a bar now, basically. So you can't just be open like if you're a bar. But we're technically still under shelter in place, so we shouldn't even be going out or anything.
That is out of control, man. Listen.
Yeah.
Because aren't your cases going up?
I mean, people are just like getting back out there and being like, "Oh, fuck you, I'm gonna go party." Like,
it's just like, what?
I even got a call, like a voicemail from.
Go on.
Oh, sorry, I got a call from like the city, like a voice automated thing, and it was like begging me, like, not that I was going to, but begging like the person to not go out for like Memorial Day or Labor Day or whatever.
Oh my god! Please do not celebrate this holiday.
Yeah, they were like, please do not go in large gatherings, and I was like, God.
Oh my god.
Yeah, I know a few people, like I've seen on social media, a few people like having weddings and shit with like, it's like, what the hell are you guys thinking?
Yep. I mean, we're pretty much open here all the way. I mean, I don't even know of anything that's even closed anymore. I think we're pretty much like completely open. Do as you want. I went mini golfing the other day. Now there wasn't there wasn't anybody there. I was the only person. but I still play mini golf.
And it's people wearing masks over there, or how is that?
Yeah, you gotta wear a mask. I mean, not outside really. You don't really see everybody outside wear a mask, but inside for sure, everybody's got a mask.
Yep.
Walmart, it's like everybody in there has a mask. Every once in a while, you come by a guy that doesn't have a mask on, but it's like few and far between with those people.
Yeah.
Everybody's got a mask. LA, that was really surprising. Outside, inside, everywhere side, they had a fucking mask.
Yeah. Crazy.
Like if you were outside, they had a mask. Even rarely outside, they didn't have a mask on. I'm like, damn, man. You guys are taking this shit seriously out here.
Oh, yeah.
I can't remember. I think it was like a mandate where you had to wear a mask if you were outside or anywhere.
Oh, yeah. I don't know. Well, I'm not sure. I don't think that was definitely the case here, at least in Austin. But yeah, I don't know. I saw like a video of Florida today. People were just like, I don't know, a huge group like welcoming home the hockey team or something like that.
Yeah.
Just lined up next to each other, hundreds of people, not a mask in sight. Like, just like,
right. That's the thing. I don't personally give a fuck, but I'm also personally never gonna be involved in doing that shit.
Exactly.
It's like I'm never gonna do that with or without this shit. I was like, I don't even want to be involved in groups of people anyway.
Exactly. I'm like, I don't want no part of that. I don't know who to trust.
Right. I don't want to be around people with the flu. Like, I don't want to be around people with the cold. I just don't want to be around sick people in general.
Exactly.
But you know, you got COVID running rampant, and then you got people on one side saying you should pretty much not even leave your house. I know people that don't even leave their home. I'm like, that's not good for your mental health, for one, to just stay inside your house because you're so scared to walk out. And then you got people that are outside that are just like, I'm gonna party with 100 people in an LA mansion.
Yeah,
what the hell? What the fuck are you guys doing?
Oh man, yeah, it's so weird how everybody's just taking this so differently.
Right, everybody, it's always on this or this. You can't be like somewhere in the middle. It's usually left or right or up or down. It's like
so crazy.
Can't just be we're all in it together. Like, nope. Yeah, the crazies on everywhere. The crazies have come out.
They're out in full force now.
The Karens and the Chads and the Kyles and all of it. Like, holy hell.
There's actually been a decline in the people naming their babies Karen because of that.
I fucking bet. And when I've seen it, dude, it's so funny. Somebody will comment a Karen thing in a section and their name is Karen. I'm like, oh my God, it's just so easy to wreck you right now, Karen. Like your actual name is Karen and you're acting just like your name. A Karen. It's so good.
Oh man. Fucking Karens.
Yep, it's a weird time. So what are your plans as far as music other than the EP? Just fucking, you're not trying to do any live shows or anything? No live stream?
No. Probably just shoot some videos and try to get my music mixed so I can hopefully get it uploaded and get on some Spotify playlists of some kind.
Right. Get that shit going.
Please let me in the club, guys.
Right, please. I'm cool, I swear.
I'm cool. I just want some plays. I want some streams.
I would recommend doing that ASAP. YouTube included. Yeah. Like, I think people would dig it for sure.
Yeah, definitely gonna try to jump on that train.
Right. Videos. And there's another cool thing on Spotify. It's called Canva or Canvas or something.
Dude, I was trying to get on that too, but I don't know. I guess it's like
I don't know.
It's exclusive. It's an exclusive club. We're not allowed
VIP, man. If you don't have the letters MGK in your name, you can't do it. I'm like, fuck.
Basically, like, I tried to figure out that whole thing, and I found some like website, and I was like, sign up here. I don't even know how legit it was, but
probably not.
I signed up for it. Never heard anything, so I don't know. I doubt it was even legit. It was probably like fake.
Right. Yeah, I signed up somewhere. It was similar. It was like, sign up, try and get now, but it's like invite only, pretty much. Yeah, you can't really. You can sign up, but they don't really accept anybody, I don't think.
Yeah, it's messed up.
But I feel like that's cool. I wish I could do more of that. I'm just glad that we have things like Spotify to really help connect the music to the people.
Yeah.
But people get real angry about the money, especially small artists. They're like, Spotify doesn't pay enough. Like, what do you think about that?
Oh yeah, I mean, I don't even know. I think if you expected to actually make money off your music in the first place, then that says something in itself. But I don't know.
Yeah,
I don't even see that as being a viable source of making like money. Honestly, like unless you're on a huge playlist and you're getting like thousands of monthly listeners and
right.
hundreds of thousands or whatever.
That's the crazy thing.
But
I think you can do it. Yeah. I mean, I don't know a lot of people that are doing it, but I know that some people are doing it. You know, I just got $100 in my account yesterday or the day before for August or July or whatever the fuck month for just that month of streams. And I only had like 30,000 streams maybe. And I'm like, damn, if you're out here getting hundreds of thousands of streams, you're probably going to bring in a pretty good paycheck. But yeah, like definitely. You said, if you're, for one, if you're trying to make money off the bat with your music, it's like, that's not the right way to look at it. You can't look at, oh, I'm trying to make money off my music. Yeah, you're probably not going to even make it in music. So you just need to. In terms of,
if you're looking at it as being like something sustainable at first, it's pretty hard to immediately off the bat just, be like, let me in the 1,000 plays club or something.
Right. But if you start getting those views and you start getting those listens and every playlist starts adding up, and after a while you got that big ass snowball and you're getting the real money and real streams. And then it's like, I don't have a manager. I don't have a label. I'm getting paid money.
Yeah, exactly. That's what I'm trying to get to.
Exactly. It's hard, but damn, it's got to feel good to get there.
Fuck yeah.
Especially in today's age when you got 19-year-olds shooting the best videos I've ever seen.
Yeah, I'm like, all right, they got good videos. Like, I need to step up my music production value. So they'll be like, oh, damn, when they hear it.
Yeah, exactly. They're like, fuck yeah. All right, man. I guess I'm going to go ahead and wrap this podcast up. And I'll have to bring you back on in the future after this whole thing goes off. And once you actually get your EP finished, I want to hear that shit.
Cool, man. Yeah.
Sure, it's going to be dope.
Thanks for having me on this.
Yeah, man. It was a last minute podcast with Mark, everybody, by the way, with somebody else that was going to come on. She wasn't able to make it. So I said, Mark, you want to come on? And he filled the spot and we went off no script and just kind of had a convo for about, I don't know, an hour or so.
Yeah. Badass.
Cool. If you guys like Mark, go check him out on Instagram at, what is it, Mr. Starbeast? Mr. MR.
Yep, Mr. MR_Starbeast. And check out my music project, Lady Starbeast, as well.
Yep, and they're going to drop a new EP, hopefully, sometime this fall, this winter, or early next year. And
hopefully sooner than later.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. And then I'll let you guys know, and we'll bring it back, and we'll talk about it. So everybody, thank you again for coming on the podcast, Mark. I appreciate it. Everybody go check Mark out. Everybody go check out his music on YouTube and soon to be Spotify.
Everybody. Yeah, y'all stay safe out there in this crazy world.
Yep. And go not vote.
Yeah, go not vote.
Yeah, exactly.
Definitely vote.
Yeah, no, definitely do not vote. All right, everybody. Thanks again for listening. Thanks, Mark, for coming on. Everybody.
All right, man. Peace out.
Peace out,
man.
Have a good night. Have a good night, everybody.
But do you have a real job?